The clock is ticking, but the targets are clear. In order to avoid a worst-case climate scenario, we must reach destination 1.5 degrees before the end of this decade. The stakes are high, but the chances for change are even higher. These unprecedented times call for new heroes, heroes like you. They call for bold, swift action. They call for transformative ideas. They call for cities and citizens banding together for a greater purpose, to tackle climate change from the ground up. Climathon is a global community of changemakers from all cultures and all countries taking an active role in their local ecosystems to help achieve a healthy planet for all. Join us on a week-long Climathon journey of co-creation, idea generation, and citizen engagement. This is your opportunity to take action, to build impact-driven projects, to shape the future of your city. The express lane to carbon neutrality starts here, and we need all hands on deck. We need you. Are you up for the challenge? Find your Climathon and shape the future of your city.
Dôsledky klimatickej krízy sú viditeľné všade okolo nás.
Dejú sa rýchlejšie, ako vedci predpokladali.
Všetci si uvedomujeme, že vplyvy klimatických zmien budú v budúcnosti stále narastať.
Cieľom Európskej únie je do roku 2050 dosiahnuť klimatickú neutralitu.
But what can we do about it?
Mesto Bratislava sa už po druhýkrát zapája do celosvetovej iniciatívy Climathon, kde hľadáme konkrétne riešenia na adaptáciu na zmenu klímy, tak aby sa v našom meste žilo lepšie.
Energetický sektor v Európe vyprodukuje viac ako 1 miliardu tón emisí ročne. My všetci vnímame, že témy ako klimatická zmena, globálne oteplovanie sa týkajú všetkých nás, tak nás, obyvateľov miest, ako aj zamestnancov a veľkých korporátnych spoločností.
Climathon je skvelou príležitosťou pre rozvoj mladých talentov. Spája v sebe technológie, dáta, inovácie, skúsených mentorov a poskytuje priestor pre riešenie komplexných výziev.
Účastníci tohto hackathonu majú 48 hodín na to, aby v jednotlivých tímoch pod vedením mentorov a expertov pretavili svoje idei do konkrétnych technologických riešení.
Last year, there were 150 participants and together they came up with 25 projects that help mitigate climate change. It is amazing to take part in a process where one, you get to work in a team where everyone has different skill sets and you get to learn from each other. Two, you come up with solutions that you can easily integrate into our day-to-day lives and help solve the challenges brought about by climate change.
Na to, aby bola Bratislava silné a udržateľné mesto, musí robiť strategické rozhodnutia podložené dátami, ale potrebuje aj pomoc svojich obyvateľov.
Prihláste sa a verím, že sa vidíme 22. až 24. októbra na Climathone, kde spoločne budeme hľadať riešenia na výzvy, ktorým Bratislava čelí.
So, good evening everyone online and here in this beautiful co-working space, Hub. Welcome to Climathon 2021. So my name is Kai Pham. I'm a senior consultant at Civita, and I will be your host for the next 48 hours. But first things first, I hope all of you here in this room are vaccinated and PCR tested. And for those who are not, I think now is the time to quietly go to the bathroom and disappear. Sorry. So these precautions we introduced to make it a safe and comfortable environment for everyone here. And talking about comfortable, the organizational team actually decided to use only first names throughout the entire weekend, no surnames. And I swear it's not because I'm German and I have extreme difficulties pronouncing Slovak surnames. So we already have 13 Mareks, we saw 8 Martins and at least 16 Evas. So let's see how we deal with this. So what is Climathon? Climathon happens every year around the world, and it is a weekend where motivated individuals come together to co-create solutions to tackle our global climate crisis. So backgrounds of the participants of you vary from business people, marketing people, developers of course, UX designers, architects, students, sustainability professionals, you name it. Climathon was initiated by EIT Climate Kick, a program by the European Commission. And we are a community of change makers. Together with more than 100 cities, Bratislava is determined to be a role model for cities of tomorrow, cities that are resilient to climate change and are an active contributor to fighting climate change. So we're here as part of a greater, bigger global movement. This year we have more than 120 participants, around 70 being here in this room, around 50 being online, and later we will divide into smaller teams. And as of now, if I'm not mistaken, we have 20 teams already formed prior to the kickoff, but don't worry, later all the individual participants will find their teams. And what exact solutions will be developed over the next 48 hours, we will only see on Sunday when the teams will pitch their ideas in front of the jury. But what we do know now already is that all solutions will address one central question, which is, how can we build and develop climate-resilient Bratislava, considering people and the planet? And to address this grand challenge, we made data and tools available ranging from traffic data, energy data, pollution models, and much, much more, but we will tell you more details about this in a separate session. And Climathon wouldn't be possible without our visionary partners and the strong team behind Climathon Bratislava. So please let me introduce Petra, without a surname, Chief Innovation Officer at the City of Bratislava.
Thank you, Kai. Good evening, everyone, dear friends. I'm really happy that I can welcome you here in person at our second Climathon. It's actually really exciting to see people in the room, and thank you for those who are joining us online. I hope we'll make it a fun experience for you too. We saw that the Climathon week happens next week, but today was actually a global climate strike at 12, so we are coinciding with this big event of a youth-led initiative, so it's a big thing for us. But why should we be here for the whole weekend besides it being a fun time together? Because I believe that's gonna happen anyway. But let me first tell you that I've recently read a story from a prominent climatologist, Michael E. Mann, and he called for two things, for agency to help us solve climate crisis. Agency means having tools and data to help us act, but also urgency, because we want to avoid doomsday scenarios, because we still have time and hope, but we need to start acting, and that's why we are here, so we can act together. We will be looking at our challenges, and for those challenges we will have great data thanks to our partners, from data from weather patterns, solar radiation. We'll have data from our waste collection company that you can play with and look at our challenges. And the challenges we are looking at will be concentrated on how will Bratislava change in next 10 years, how will the rainfall, for example, change, how should we optimize our waste collection, and how should we build mobility of the future. It's not just me here from the city. I have my great colleagues here. If you want to talk about climate change, my great colleague Eva is here. So if you have any ideas that are related to this topic, please reach out to her. Then when we talk about circular economy, Ivana's here as well. When you're thinking about mobility ideas, my team is working on an application that is aiming to offer service mobility as a service. So Slava, somewhere here, over there. So if you have questions about mobility, you can reach out to Slavo. But there are so many other great mentors that can help you with tech, with different topics around climate change, but also about business behind your idea. So please use them. They are here for you. And yeah, I would like to, and one more thing, I've also added on Slack our report, because we as a city are committed to fulfill the Sustainable Development Goals. But if you're looking at presenting these to residents and giving them overview of how we are doing, you can look at a report we've done with the European Commission. So I hope you'll have fun. Please talk to us if you have any questions, and I thank you for being here with us, because it's a great honor to have you with us for the weekend. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Petra. And also Uwe, Director of Data Science at Swiss Re, would like to share a few words with us.
Thanks for the introduction. Director is not... It's a bit too much. I'm actually leading a chapter here in Bratislava. I'm very happy to represent Swiss Re in this, and also say welcome to all of you from Swiss Re. We are a very old, very conservative company that really tries hard to change itself, and opportunities like this. This is what gives us energy. This is really what helps us, that gives us new motivation. And this is why I personally am super happy to be here, but also I can speak for Swiss Re in this aspect. We love this kind of opportunities. Last year was kind of a challenge. It was even worse than this year, because we had the pandemic, we were not prepared. It's had such a big impact that when we discussed, should we do this again? Of course we wanted to. For us, we are a global company, we have a very strong presence in Bratislava. It was not even a question, honestly, because first of all, the Climathon itself, it perfectly suits our global values. We talk about resilience, we talk about CO2 footprint, we talk about sustainability. So these are topics that go directly to our heart. This is what we want to achieve as a reinsurance company, and no worries, I will not explain what that is. But it just fits. On the other hand, we are very happy to support something here in the location, because Bratislava is the second largest location that Swiss Re has globally, and we have locations in, I don't know, more than 100 countries. This is one of the most important ones, and why is that? On the one hand, it's close to heart, it's close to Zurich, but what we see here in Bratislava is talent, is innovation, is motivation, is energy. And this is what I felt last year in the hackathon, even though it was online and everything was more or less remote. This is what I see here already. Just the feeling, the brimming energy in this room, in this building. It's just fantastic. So with that, I give it that. I stop talking. I hope you have a lot of fun over the weekend. I hope you really enjoy it, because I will definitely. And I also hope to see you again next year.
Thank you very much, Uwe. And also Stanislav, Business Service Executive at ZSE, would like to share with us why ZSE is joining for the first time Climathon.
Hello everyone, and thank you to Civita and all the colleagues that we could join this great club of partners and participants of the Climathon. And I hope that next year and years to follow, it will be even bigger, and many other partners will join us in this wonderful effort. And of course, special thanks to City of Bratislava, whose idea this is to organize it. And why we are here? Yeah, this is the question I should reply to. Basically, we hear every day many bad news about the climate. We are frustrated, and this really is not fun to hear how we are coping with the climate change. But I have some good news for you, and one of them is that we are all connected, not only mentally here, but also connected through the grid, the electricity grid that ZSE operates and owns. And despite the fact that we are a 100 years old company, we'll have 100 years anniversary this year, and we are a dinosaur as a company, a post-monopoly or monopoly company. We are a good dinosaur, basically, because we want to help and support every effort to reduce carbon footprint, And that's why we are here. And we are ready to offer to our customers, households, businesses, municipalities, new solutions like PV, e-mobility, battery storage, green tariffs, green electricity, and other sustainable solutions. And among all these customer segments, one special segment or special, let's say, customer or client has top priority for us because we also have a seat in Bratislava, like Swiss Re, and it's the city of Bratislava. And here I can only declare that we are super ready to support Bratislava in every effort that the city does and provide the solutions and any help that we can for you in the following days during this Climathon and during developing your ideas and in future to support the city of Bratislava. So thank you and enjoy and have fun during the following 2 days.
Thank you very much, Stanislav. And also Micha, my dear colleague at Civita, associate partner, would like to share a few words with you about what to expect for the next 48 hours.
All right. Hello, everyone, again. Yeah, I mean, I have a little bit more than a few words because it's kind of after the inspiring words of our partners, now we'll get down to, I don't want to say dirty business, but a little bit more technical information, but I hope they're quite important for you if you want to survive together this weekend. So first of all, so what are we looking for? At the end of the weekend, you will present your ideas and your solutions and how you're going to do it. You'll have a 3-minute presentation, 3 minutes Q&A. You will all submit a PowerPoint presentation, you know, the one you will going to present, but you'll also submit the demo, the code that you're going to present. Because at the end of the day, it's not about, you know, there's no idea without implementation. So, and exactly that's what are the criteria that we are looking at, or I should say the jury is looking at, and that's number 1, implementation. Number 2, usefulness. Number 3, innovativeness. And number 4, strategic alignment with the city. So the reports you see on Slack that Petra and others and Ivana posted, they are not just for fun, like, you know, actually have a look on them because it's really important to know what are the strategic vision of the city and so that you can fit in. But don't worry, you're not going to be on your own. You'll have your team, of course, but you also have a lot of mentors which are here really to help you. And we have really a diverse group of mentors. We have mentors from the city. We have technical mentors. We have business mentors, presentation mentors. And I'll tell you a little bit more about them later. And we have the jury. So the jury is very important because the jury will decide on your fate, at least for this weekend. And the jury will be also asking you questions, and at the end, they will make the decision. Also, I will tell you right here that the jury might consult their decision-making with some of the mentors that might see the teams during the weekend, so that we also see your effort and, you know, what is also beyond that 3 minutes presentation. Awards. Yes, we'll have 7,000 euros in awards. You don't see there like first, second, third place and so on, because, you know, this will be for the jury will decide upon that. So if we see like one team which is great and all of the others fail, it will go to one team. If we see 3 good teams, it will be split and so on. But this is also an additional award for you. And the agenda. I'm not going to go through the details, but I will go. Okay, it's important to know that it's 3 days, and Sunday is the last day. And it's also important to know that after this session, we'll have team matchmaking for all the individuals online, yes, guys, over there, and offline, you guys, to really finalize those teams. Then we'll have data info workshops and team submission. That's very important today at 9:30. The mentoring system. So we are working in a hybrid mode. This means inevitably a little bit of chaos. We tried our best to reduce that chaos to minimum, but still something might appear. But in order to avoid as much chaos, let me talk a little bit about the system. So we'll have 3 kinds of mentors. Let's call them city mentors, let's call them data mentors. So these are really technical and data people and people who understand the topics. These are our partners and some other specialists. And then we have business and communication mentors. Of course, some people fit into more category, but for the simplification, let's put it like this. And you will be, you can sign up for session to these mentors. And so what is also important, so team submission 9:30, but then we have this checkpoint where we'll be basically checking your progress and the progress you are making as a team. And if we see that you are struggling, or if we see you are doing very well, doesn't matter. We'll try to find out what you're working on and try to help you find the best mentors to improve even further. So the mentoring sign-up sheet. So everything is on Slack. It doesn't matter you are here personally. Please look at Slack. Please don't ask us before you look at Slack, because we are trying to also provide all the information to online people. So we'll really try to have all the information on Slack. And on Slack, you'll have a link to a mentoring sign-up sheet, which will appear. And there you can sign up to your mentor. The way it works is that you see the list of mentors. You see their description, their face. If they are here physically, you can recognize them and so on. And there you can choose if it is, if you are meeting them in person, you meet them in our mentoring zone, which is upstairs. If you are if they are online, either the mentors are online or you are online, you send them as a team a link. That's very important. You are the ones responsible for putting there the link to connect, Zoom, Teams, etc. Communication. Everything is gonna happen on Slack. This is how Slack looks like. I hope most of you know. And we have here different channels. The most important channel is announcements. And you can also direct message people. Most of mentors, I hope maybe even all of them, or most of them are already on Slack. You can message them, agree with them, and so on. Of course, after 2 years of COVID, we are a little bit not used to talking to people. So you can also practice directly talking to people. But if you cannot find them or they are not here because they are online, you can use Slack. And I know for all of us it's very exciting that we are meeting people physically. But please, let's also have our phones ready or laptops so you can reply to those Slack messages. On Slack, I please advise you or recommend you or ask you, change your name to your real name. You can put a photo there and the name of the team so that we can recognize you. If you are a mentor, please write down what company you are from or how you can help. So this is a nice scheme of how this beautiful space looks like. So we are over here. That's the main stage. And so all the session, today's session and Sunday session is here, but then we have tables over there and here where you can work as teams. We have also a few tables over there, just above Swiss Re and Vacuum Labs zones. You can also work there. We'll have snacks and food coming over there. And when you go up the stairs, you will find the second floor. On the second floor, we have the meeting point with mentors. That's very important. So all the mentors are going to be there. And once they meet their teams, they will go to their individual rooms. Okay, some basic space rules. So rule number 1, there is a Wi-Fi. Hopefully it will hold us for the weekend. And that's Hub Guest. Amazing Space is the password. You can see it on some of the walls. Or just remember, Amazing Space. And this space is going to be open every day from 8:30 till 10 o'clock. So you cannot sleep here, but you can work here until 10. We'll provide today's dinner, tomorrow's dinner, and tomorrow lunch. And then we'll have kind of snacks available here. We'll also have promo codes for Volt. Basically, it's like €5 each. You can use it 2 times. So I think there should be enough of food for us. All that info will be on Slack so that you can start using it. I'll not tell you the promo code here. And yeah, so about the masks. So yeah, the rule is we should try to have masks in the common spaces. But yes, we are all vaccinated and tested, so we should be safe, hopefully. If you have any questions, you are struggling to find mentors, well, sorry, not any questions. Questions about the progress of your team or questions about mentors, come to Martin or Marek, who are the main facilitators. And yes, that's all for me. Thank you. I will not allow time for questions because we have only 48 hours. If you have any questions, Slack. And we will try to answer there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love the floor plan. Maybe one UX designer can help us next time. So now I would like to give the word to Lukas, who will tell us more about data and tools for this weekend.
Good evening. I'm also very happy to be here, but I will go fast through the data. My name is Lukas. Lukas, hopefully will find me at Swiss Re because I cannot say the surname as the rules are. So let's go through the data that is the most interesting for everybody here. I know having great idea is really great in the end, but if you can support your idea with any kind of data, any kind of visualization, any kind of tool, usage, little bit of code, and it can be also no-code tools like some Power BI reports or whatever, it always helps you and gets better be seen and exposed to the jury. And I know that you want to win. Data experts spend months to prepare the data for you, so please use them. We have lots of data from different partners. We have lots of energy consumption data from ZSE, one of the partners. We have data from PowerX, one Slovak startup, and again it's energy consumption, but different profiles. We have data also from city on the consumption point regarding energy. One of the partners is also Mathematics. It's a really great company that provides lots of meteorological and climate data. Go there, they have both API and they have both websites, and you can get through Slack again the keys and use it. It's a very expensive service, and now you have it free for the weekend. We have a tool called CatNet. It's in Swiss Re. We spent it last 40 years to build this tool. And it's really our risk and hazard catalog, and it contains lots of knowledge. This is only the second time we are giving access to the public and for you. Go to our Swiss Re zone and ask for the credentials, and you will get them. We give it for the weekend, and second time is the reason because we supported Climathon already last year. We have one company called Solargis. It's very close to my heart because it's a really Slovak innovative company similar to PowerX. And they provided lots of resources regarding solar energy, photovoltaic power, and so on. Look what they provided. You cannot get access normally to these sources. Olo, the company that everybody knows, and just puts the waste there, also provided lots of information about their waste management, how they collect, when they collect, what they collect from the last year. Have a look. And then City spent it now, I think, already 3 years building their open data source portal. You have the information about bus, trams, but also vending machines, ticket machine for that bus station. How many tickets are out about there? Where do you have pathways? Where do you don't have pathways? The resident population estimates a lot more. Together they have around 15,000 files at Bratislava Open Data Portal, and this created around 800 something data sets. Good, let me go further. So how does, for example, one of the data can look like? Are you interested in the mobility? Look at the trams. Look at your tram stops. Are they delayed? You can see they were even a little bit faster than delayed. This was the base of the winning idea last year. City spent years also not just to bringing the data and putting it into one place, but also about catching the data that are flying around. For example, what they did is to look at the public spaces and map the trees. You can see there. That is one of the many examples what you can look at. Around the geo, If you have here any geo experts or any people that wants to go to the special resolution look around the city, there are lots of portals, lots of ideas, contaminated sites. You can look at quality from the ecosystem services, quality of air, and so on. Also, don't forget to look at some open sources like OpenStreetMap if you want to find something, or even what COVID changed, what COVID does. I know that you don't want to hear this word anymore, but it's also relevant. So how you access this old data and tools? Basically, you have two places where you find all the data that were provided during this weekend. One part is the Open Data Portal of Bratislava, where you have more than these 800 datasets. Second option is the SharePoint, where we created custom data for this event specifically. Lots of the data will be open only during this event, and after that will be not public anymore. Have a look. There you will find on this SharePoint also the information about how to get access to some other sources. One of the partner is both Microsoft and providing Azure passes, but also Databricks as service, and we have also Guido on the phone, on Slack, as an expert on the service. It's one of the greatest analytical tools you can look around and you can get access to around the world. Use and have a look. You will have the access to CatNet if you ask us, and we will provide you the accounts for that for the weekend. Look at the natural catastrophe and what we know about it. Use the knowledge of 40, 50 physicists, climatologists, and lots of other professionals that build this tool. And Meteomatics, one of the really best weather data on demand, is also available to you. Really great source, have a look. For example, if I want to highlight where we are now currently in the Twin City Sea, and you see already the CatNet tool. I just checked Twin City Sea and checked what are the hazards we face, and basically I look at the global flood zones that we provide. Basically, once per 100 years, the place where I'm standing will be underwater. Look at your places where you live. Look at what is happening to you. And what will happen once per 100 years, once per 25 years. And we have lots of information inside this portal. I would like to highlight the session that started 1930 with Databricks and Microsoft Azure, and Guido from Databricks will give you introduction, how to access, how to use Databricks, and so on. We have the CatNet. It's not a beta anymore. It's from the last year. And I will give you a bit introduction about the CatNet and what you can find there. Meteomatics and Matthias Piot will speak about how to access the climate and meteorological data. Then we have Arthur from SolarGIS, and he will speak about what they prepared. And I know that they spent unbelievable amount of time to put the data together. So have a look and go there. And similarly from PowerX, really innovative energy startup, prepared also lots of data, and they will speak about the energy data. Have a look. I think that's everything from me. But I would like to highlight, if you don't know, if you are looking for something, go into the data channel in Slack, put your question. Some participants, other participants can help you answer. I will try to be there as much as possible and also answer all the questions. I wish you really having a nice event. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lukáš. And now our hackathon guru here in Slovakia, Marek, would like to share some principles of hackathons.
Okay, principles of hackathon. First of all, hackathon is a combination of words, hacking and marathon. Marathon is the event or the challenge for runners, which is testing the performance of the runner and also is pushing the limits of person. And hacking is experimental coding. So we're here, as what's already mentioned, we're here to be part of a change and be part of the climate change in a positive way. So the main point or the main problem, and right now I'm talking from my personal experience, the main problem of people in hackathon is they are not focused really, like sometimes not at all, sometimes not enough, but the main point is stay focused. You're here for a specific reason, to create and to provide a solution for a city of Bratislava, to help the city with the climate situation here. So those are, I wouldn't say rules, those are just few points to keep an eye on during the hackathon, because it could really help you to deliver the solution within the specific time, which is in our case 48 hours. So the first of all, team over the individual. Trust me, nobody can make change like the climate change by himself or herself. It's impossible. You're definitely gonna need some people around you. You definitely need a team. Try to be multidisciplinary team. It's really important. So if you are a bunch of coders, try to include maybe some people from business, because they can provide you with a different perspective, or designer, or any kind of other profession, just to provide a solution which could be really implemented and which could be like tested in real cases. Then the quality of the code is more important than quantity of it. Actually, I'm not a coder, but this sentence really sounds like clever to me. Because if you have like, I'm working with coders, and sometimes I really can see a lot of a code which is not working. So then, like, it's a bad code from my perspective. Sorry to say that. And then I have one specific guy, which is like this guy writing one line of code and it's working. So really, be careful and focus on the quality of the code. It needs to work. Don't try to build the Rome in 24 hours. Yeah, I know we have 48 hours, but trust me, it's impossible to build a Rome, even in 48 hours. You have limited time, you have limited resources, so try to use all help which is provided. We've been already talking about, or Lukasz was already talking about, a lot of data sets you have. Try to try them, look at them. We have a lot of mentors. Use them, ask them. Don't get stuck with like stupid problems just because you're like shy or lazy to ask for help. Really, use any kind of help which is provided, because it could be something which could be really game changer for you. Then working prototype is more than 100 slides. Actually, my job is to talk about things, and it's always much better for me to have working demo or working prototype while I'm talking about the solution, because otherwise I'm really like without any tools, and I'm not able to show the solution itself. I can just talk about it. So be sure, or at least try to include working prototype or demo of the application or web or any kind of solution you are going to work on during the weekend. Try to include the demo or the prototype into your final presentation. And then there is no solution without implementation. This is the most important part. That's the reason why we do have real mentors from real businesses, from real city. Actually, I'm from Košice, but Bratislava seems pretty real for me, pretty real to me. So use them, really. Use them, because they can help you to create a solution which could be really implemented in the city you're living in. And that's really important, because that could be the change which should be delivered at the end of the weekend for the city. So try to keep those things in mind. And just one thing, which is the most important: focus. Focus on the solution. First of all, focus on the problem, then on the solution, and then on the time, because we have only 48 hours. So I keep my fingers crossed for you. And if you're going to need any kind of help, me and Martin are here for you for any kind of questions.
So, thank you very much, Marek. Now we're diving. I thought we will...
Just thank you to everyone. Just a few more, even more practical notes. So we're going from the broad introductions why we're all here, really to hands down what's going to happen in the next few minutes. In the next few minutes, we're going to do a quick team matchmaking session here in this room, but also online. My colleagues Kai and Marek will walk you through this. I'll be helping I'll be helping the online teams and the online individuals to form teams on Zoom. I'll post the link in Slack just in a minute, but you should have all received the calendar invitation for that. Another important thing that's going to happen is the data info sessions. They are going to happen online. So if you're here in person, you have to switch on your laptop, put in your headphones, and listen online because the speakers are coming from abroad. We couldn't bring them here to you, sadly, but this is the best we can do, and I think these sessions will be very valuable. These resources are really amazing. We're grateful to our partners, so please make use of the time and just hear the sessions. They're going to be quick 10-minute presentations. They're not going to be 48-hour-long essays on how the data is used, etc. It's going to be really quick and informative. And then mentoring will start at 8 o'clock. So we'll share sort of a Climathon mentoring sign-up sheet with you. There you'll see like a basic few tabs. There's going to be an instructions, a rule tab. Please read it carefully. And then there's going to be a sheet for each day. And as my colleague Michal showed you, there are different mentors. They have shaded out areas where they are not able to meet. There are some people who are only online. It's all indicated there. And there are some people here in person. They'll be upstairs. And all the mentors, most of the mentors upstairs have an assigned room. So they'll be mostly hanging out in the mentoring area, the meeting point where we said they would. But if you can't find them, try to go to their room. If they're not in their room, message them on Slack. If you don't find them on Slack either, come to us and we'll try and help you. Okay? I'll share this sign-up sheet with you momentarily, so you can all have a look and think about the mentors you want to speak to. Probably you will want to firstly validate your idea of the problem. So do we actually want to solve a good problem? And the mentor will challenge you. If you come to the mentor with an idea for a solution, they'll actually challenge you, but like, what problem is this actually trying to solve? So this is the key for the first part of this evening and maybe Saturday morning, so we know what problems we're trying to solve, and then we ideate around them, try to come up with clever ideas, and then spend the whole Saturday trying to develop a prototype, as Marek said. It's really important to get something tangible out there and then present it to us. And after the team matchmaking sessions, we'll give all the teams to form, to ideate, to brainstorm, to come up with some ideas, and then we'll send you a quick online form to fill out. Just to tell us your team name, your team leader name, the contact information, and something you want to work on. So we have a basic overview of what all the teams are working on. Especially for you online guys, it'll be easier for us in this space to go around, but mainly for you online guys, this will be important to keep in touch with us. I'll be paying closer attention to the online teams. My colleague Marek will be paying closer attention to the physical teams, and you can find us both on Slack. And yeah, again, reminding you of the data session, please go there. And now I hand it over back to Kai. Thank you.
Yes, and thank you, Martin. And as a final note, we would like to thank, of course, our partners. And besides Swiss Free, we heard, and ZSE, we would like to thank our additional partners, which is, of course, Hub, which provided this beautiful venue to us. Vacuum Labs as our junior partner, Databricks, SolarGIS, and Meteormatics as our tech partners, Vault, which keeps us fueled with food, as our supporter, and of course, special thanks to all the mentors which spare their time for this weekend to support all of you participants. And thank you for making this Climathon 2021 reality. And with this, I would like to close this kickoff session, but please stay online. We will dive now straight into the team formation. So Marek will support me in this. It can get a little bit messy, but let's see how that goes now. So first, maybe you can raise your hand here in the room. Who has an idea already for the next 48 hours? A little bit higher, please. So we have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ideas. Okay, and all other individuals came with the motivation, but not a specific idea yet. Okay.
Maybe the question is, what about the others? Are you already in teams, or are you seeking for a team? Who is seeking for a team? Great. Who is already in a team? Great. So, as Kai already mentioned, even those of you who are already in a team, if you have an idea, it should be really great if everybody can hear it, because then we will keep us informed about what is going to work or who is going to work on what. So, in case you have an idea, please line up on which side? What do you think? Which side is better for lining up?
I think here. So.
Okay, so if you have an idea, doesn't matter if you're already in a team or if you are seeking for a team, we need to hear your idea. It will take just 1 minute for you to present us your idea, to present the project you are going to work on during the weekend. So please line up on this side, please, if you have an idea. Don't be shy. In case you are already in a team, just select one person from your team and you are going to tell us what is your project. Maybe just really short structure. What we need to hear is what is the problem you are going to solve. Maybe just really something interesting about the solution, how you are going to solve it. Who is in your team already, and in case you would use somebody or you are looking for some specific profession into your team, you can mention also that. We will write all those things on the poster. That after your elevator pitch, you just pick the poster, stick it on this glass wall, I think. And after this session, we're going to have this mingling session where we can discuss your ideas, and also all the mentors can walk around and talk with you about your ideas, just to be informed what interesting do we have here. Okay, so far I can see only 2 people, and at the beginning I've seen a bit more hands. So please, in case you already have your idea, come at this side of the room and present your idea. Sorry that I steal
perfect. Yeah. So maybe you can hand over the microphone.
So the first one.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I didn't want to be first, but this goes. My name is Lukáš. I am just individual, and I just have I want to solve the problem with the food wasting, and I was inspired by the solution which is already working in the city of Milan, and they are redistributing food that is ugly or didn't sell in the end of the day in the shops, cafeterias, and everybody who's selling or making food. So this is a problem which I want to take on this weekend, basically. Yes, I am alone. Yet.
So you basically would use probably everybody.
Yes.
Okay. So in case you are interested in this idea, Lukáš is the person to go. I'm going to hand the poster to you, and you can stick it onto the wall, right?
Thank you, Lukáš. The next one, please.
Mic check. All right, so hi, my name is Boris, and I'm here with 2 of my friends. So our team currently consists of 3 people. It's me, I'm a programmer, 1 architect, and 1 designer. And we have an idea that's not really thought out yet, but basically what we want to do is tackle the food waste issue, as well as the colleague who was here before. but in a slightly different way. So we would like to build a platform that connects people from the same neighborhoods, and basically people can offer there the food that they are about to, like throw away or so, because it's near the lifetime or the time of expiry, or it's already cooked, but they don't have, they don't want to eat it, so they would otherwise throw it away, and they can offer it through our platform. But apart from that, because this is not something that's like entirely new. There are similar applications, more or less, that already exist. But apart from this, or moreover, we also want to use this food, or provide this platform for volunteers that can register to the platform and collect food from various places in the same neighborhood or in the same area, and then provide this collected food to people that need it the most, for example, homeless people and some other people in need. So, and we are currently looking for more technically directed people to help us build our web application mainly, but maybe also for some data scientists, although we are not yet sure how exactly we are going to incorporate data science in this. But still, if you want to join us, just let us know. Thanks.
Thank you, Boris.
Thank you. Just give me a while. But you can go, but please start if I'm going to be prepared.
Boris, could you maybe put your poster up on the glass wall, please?
Here you go. Don't worry. Yep. Mike is yours.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Martina. I'm an economist. My project, I call the project the Glass Project, because it's basically about how to recycle glass in an efficient way, where now the glass, when you want to recycle it, you throw it in a bin for this, design for glass, right? But what happens then is that the glass is being kind of reproduced, and you have to remake everything again. So I would like to look into the option of cleaning the glass instead of going through the whole production process again. What I've learned so far is, or I've heard from the vendors, is that they cannot really ask the customers to bring the glass back, because you need to have a licensed cleaning service. So I would like to explore this opportunity, whether there would be a company that would clean the glasses, or whether the city might help with that, or if there are any other options, just in order not to waste too much energy, again, to reproduce something that has already been produced. In the team so far, there is a lawyer, I hope. We met online in the last session, so I hope she's still in. And then there was a business analyst, but she was called off to something else, so we need a business analyst. I'm also looking for somebody with a bit of a technical background, if possible, and anybody else who would be interested and feels like could pitch in. Thank you.
Thank you, Martina.
So, hello everyone. My name is Jules, and I'm a developer, and I like yogurts. But sometimes I have a problem after I eat my yogurt. I'm not always 100% sure what should I do with it. I try to separate the trash as much as I can, but sometimes I just don't know where to put it. Like yogurt, it's easy, right? It's a plastic. But what happens if it's dirty? Does it belong to the plastic, or it's not anymore possible to put it there? So my idea is to make it easier to people in their kitchen to decide which trash bin should they put this concrete trash. because they can go down to the big trash bins and read the small stickers, and they will maybe figure it out. But that's often already too late. So 3 ways that I can think of that we could achieve this. And the first way, it's probably the simplest. It's some kind of decision tree. So we would ask some basic questions. For example, is it made of paper? User would say yes. Next question would be, is it greasy? User says yes. Then the result is that it probably belongs to the mixed trash bin, because you cannot put greasy things into the paper. The other thing would be image recognition, when you would take a picture of the trash, and we would use recognition to recognize what is this, and we could give the user suggestion what to do with this. This might be a little bit hard, but let's see. And the third way, it would be to simply take a photo of this little pictogram that it's usually on the packaging, and we could give the user more information about like what exactly should they do with this. So these are possible features of this app. But this is just my idea, but I'm also open to join other ideas. So let's see how it goes.
And who do you need in your team? Skills?
Yeah, so I'm a developer. Probably another developer would be good, and someone with business skills, and someone who really knows how this works. So somebody who would figure out the logic behind this, like where exactly these things need to go. So yeah, maybe a designer as well.
Great.
Yeah,
Thank
you.
And the next idea and final idea.
Hello, my name is Adika, and we are working on a problem, and what we are working on is owning an electric car can be hard based on where to find actually the exact charging. We are trying to work on the model. We already have a model that actually exists, the one by ZSE, and we're trying to improve the model that exists. The problem of charging ports, for maximizing and optimizing the charging ports and places for the electric cars that exist within a town. This will be able to promote more people to get in buying electric cars and make an eco-friendly environment. Thank you, that's all.
Thank you very much. And who do you need in your team? What skills?
In my team, we have machine learning specialists, we have developers, and some. So I think we are good.
You're good, okay. All right. Thank you very much. And could you take your poster and put it up there so people cannot join you? All right.
Thank you. That was quick. Actually, at the beginning, we were really afraid if there could be like a chance to have like 50 people with ideas. So a lot of stress is now away from me, but in case there is still somebody with an idea and you, for some reason, are shy or you are afraid of talking in front of the people, you can still work on your idea, right? But this was the way how you can...
All right.
You see, huh?
Yeah.
All right, good evening, everybody. So my name is Michael. I work as a product owner in telco operator, but that doesn't matter right now. I had an idea just 2 days ago, and I already pitched it to my team. The idea is that I'm really kind of worried to bring yet another combustion engine car into the city of Bratislava. And what I would like to have as an option is to rent a car for a few hours, to solve the problem I have, let's say, bring stuff from one side of the city to the other side of the city, leave it there, and be done with it. So we would like to look into this problem. We already saw good solutions in the city of Toronto. You can rent a car easily, like with the Bolt scooters, have it for a few hours, go to IKEA, do your shopping, go home, leave it there. So we would really like to bring or look into what we can, how we can do the same thing or something close to what did Toronto in this city, to provide car sharing, to provide, well, let's say more of vehicle sharing, because you can provide cargo bikes as well as a solution. And with this, we hope that we will decrease the number of individually owned cars in the city, which helps with the transportation, air cleanness, etc. Yep.
Thank you, Michael.
Do we need anybody in our team? Okay. We do, but I don't know who at this moment.
So which skills do you already have? Sorry. You have the skill. Okay. You just need people.
We need people. We need people.
Cool. So if you are interested in this idea, those are the people to go to. Thank you, Misha.
Thank you very much.
Now is the time. You still can, right? Hey, yes. Okay, so, still, anybody with an idea? Even if you are in a team and you are already formed as a team, you can come here, talk about your idea. You've seen few people with a team, with an idea, talking about it. It's not a problem. Actually, it shouldn't be. So, anybody else? Any ideas around here? Yeah.
A second one.
Second one. Let's go.
I can give a suggestion for another idea if somebody would be interested. I realized, and I also talked to some people, and that physical persons are trying to recycle, but what about the companies? I don't know. I think we talked about the recycling of the companies. They are not really pushed to recycle. So maybe it would be nice to come up with some PR plan, strategic marketing plan, or something that would motivate companies to recycle as well. Because I mean, as much as I want and can do for the plant myself, I cannot do as much as like Volkswagen could do with proper recycling. And it starts with restaurants and finishes with production companies. So it's an idea. I'm just throwing it out there.
Thank you, Martina.
Thank you. Okay, so this was...
Sure.
Yes, sure.
Sure.
Probably you cannot win, but you can provide it as a free idea.
Yeah, I also wanted to provide a suggestion, like thankfully, but unfortunately I'm a mentor here, so I won't be able to pursue this idea further, but it's a really interesting topic for me. So the thing I'm thinking about every time I order food from Volt or Bolt or something is how much waste it creates. And the waste management is actually, I'm sorry, probably like presenting the idea of someone, but I was always wondering like if, or why haven't Volt or Bolt already like thought about some platform or something that like they would deliver the food in some like boxes or something that are reusable, and that you could always, like, most of us that are ordering our food are not doing it like once a year, they're doing it a few times per week, so they could just like give the box or something back every time they order the food back, like to the courier, and they could actually like use the same boxes for the most restaurants, and they will be reusable. So if there's someone who is interested in this, please pursue it. That would be great. And are you looking for someone in your team? Like, is it some skill set that would help? Well, is it? That's a question maybe that you could pursue.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Clip. Ja som ti zapísal ako voľnú ideu. Okay, so I think this is it. Anybody else? Really? Last call.
Chance.
Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So thank you. Thank you for your ideas. I'm really curious about those projects. Is there still anybody who is looking for a team? Like free person with the skills looking for a team? Okay, guys. So can I ask you, owners of the idea, go to your poster. In case you are already team formed, go to your poster as a team. Mentors and also other people seeking for a team will go around the room. They can ask you questions. They can ask if you need any kind of help. And that this is exactly the time to form a team. And in case we still have some free people with skills which could be provided, this is the time where you can grab them and take them as a part of your team. So what about the time?
Who knows the time?
Who knows the time? 6:11.
Perfect.
So we have like, let's say, half an hour?
An hour, yes.
Yeah, so let's mingle until 18:40, and after that you can find your seat or find your table. As was already mentioned, we do have tables over there, and also other tables at the in front of the stairs. So use this time really to talk about your idea, maybe to find in other people, and then we can start with the coding part, right? Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, the food will come at 7. I was supposed to